How did the two of us meet? Well, let me tell you. There was a strange man on stage at a convention, and I ignored him. And then he showed up again, and I ignored him. And then it turned out he ran my anime club, which was weird. And all my friends wanted to hang out with him, so we started hanging out with him. It's not a very good telling of this story. There's a lot of facts in the middle. I'm just leaving right out.
Details that are deemed unimportant at this point.
Okay. I went to my very first anime convention, was Anime Evolution in 2003. Yes. It's the first Anime Evolution. They were previously a different thing, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I was very young, and I had learned that anime was awesome, and that people gathered in places to discuss it and talk about it. And I was fascinated by this idea that there were other people who enjoyed what I enjoyed.
Because you didn't live in a city that...
No.
Yeah,
no anime
options.
where I lived.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, the stuff I was getting was like Slayers on VHS in English, which I loved. I saw some bits of Ray Earth. I had a couple of friends who were into it. They were supposed to come with me to this anime convention, and they bailed. So I went alone on a bus, a cursed bus that broke down 10 minutes outside of town, and a new bus had to come. I was pretty sure I wasn't supposed to go. I was very convinced after a small period of time, after being told that the Vancouver was a terrible place with all the crime, that clearly God was telling me I shouldn't go because the bus was breaking down, but I was not about to make my parents be right about it, so I got on the other bus. And I saw a strange man do improv, and I left. A year later, I started going to an anime club in town. It was run by a ghost. My friends told me that somebody actually ran it, but as I never met the person, so I assumed it was a ghost. And then they didn't actually come. They could come with me to the convention, and we were at opening ceremonies. And there was this strange guy on the stage with a Canada hat, being all weird. And one of my friends who had come with me, was like, "Oh, that's the dude who runs our anime club." I'm like, "Yeah, no, it's not." And he's like, "No, it totally is." And I'm like, "Nope, that is impossible."
How would you meet such a guy 1,600 kilometers away? Why would he be here?
Our anime club is run by ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
We've never met the person who runs our anime club. Mm-hmm. Clearly a ghost. And my friend Devin was like, no, let's go say hi to him. Like, fine, all right. So we go up, says hi, and then we leave. Because we don't know each other. And then we go back to the anime club, and it's like, the strange person who sits at the front of the club with his own camping chair for some reason. That's the guy who runs our anime club? That's weird. And then at some point I made friends with some other girls in that club, and there was like hangouts that started to happen. And oh, right. No, the first year, when I was watching you do improv, because I was hanging around waiting for a girl I had met there, because my friends had bailed in coming, so I made friends in lines and made a group. I wanted to talk to some of the people who were in doing the improv thing. I was just standing there kind of waiting for them because I didn't know what else I wanted to do. I hadn't really been to a con, so I was just like, wander around, follow other people, whichever ones are in costumes, because they might know where they're going and I don't. And you were telling a joke to him specifically. This one, Beej, was telling a joke to some people who were standing beside me, and then realized the joke was a dirty joke, and then quickly turned to me to find out how old I was before he told this joke.
Which I probably would have continued to tell regardless.
Yeah, I mean, you basically heard me answer something, and you were like, "Cool," and then you just kept talking.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember what the joke was, because that's not I was just like, I wasn't paying attention to you, strange man.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is that there's a bunch of you eating ice cream out of this bucket that some other guy in your group had decided you should have and put it under his seat for the entire hour and a half performance.
Yep.
So it had melted,
Mm-hmm.
and it was now you were all in trouble because it was melting faster, and you needed everybody to eat the ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
It was a strange time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you know, I started hanging out with Beej and everybody else in the anime club. We used to go out for sushi after anime club.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. Yeah.
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 Then I left town.
And then I inherited the anime club.
Yep.
I became president.
And then you left town.
And then Corey became president. Corey was part of the anime club by this point.
Yep.
And then she left town, and some other person became president, but it doesn't matter anymore because that I didn't know that person, and so I stopped caring. All that mattered was that when I left, I didn't leave it in shambles.
Yes.
That was very important to me.